Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson and David Benfield. This is First Coast Living.
Hello and welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Jordan Wilkerson.
And I'm David Benfield. Thank you for joining us on this fine Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday, hump day.
Look at all these folks.
I know, this has been a really fun show. This week we've had really fun shows because they've been kind of jam-packed with live interviews. I love when our studio is full of people.
Me too. It's very, very cool. And we've had a lot of cool stuff today. How you feeling?
I'm a little tired. How are you feeling?
I'm a little tired. I'm going to tell you right now, Giovanni, Paolo, Alicia.
Yeah, thank you for your hospitality.
The hospitality was great, but I'm telling you, I feel rough today.
The drinks are flowing.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, we recorded a few segments with them. You did a wine segment, I did a happy hour, and then we did the food. And the thing about their food at their Jax Beach location, they have a lot of similar things, but they have a lot to seafood at that location. So I had to kind of help out with that.
Yeah, exactly.
They had a lot of
you took
shellfish.
the lead on that one.
Yeah, but it was so good.
I bet. It looked amazing.
I know.
And they made me some gnocchi, so that was cool.
Yeah. And not grits. Not shrimp and grits. Shrimp and risotto.
She called the risotto grits, and
I was like, "Is that shrimp and grits?" Well,
Giovanni about lost his mind.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
I was
like, okay, we got an Italian Southern fusion going on. I like it. It was delicious though. I do love risotto.
Yeah,
but
it was so funny.
Yeah.
The
All
grits. I'm just going, there's grits. No. That was cool. Right,
okay,
we
should probably get it back going, right? All right, so coming up, Zaza Flamenca is back.
Woohoo!
And they're going to serenade our ears in today's Jax Jams. She's got Maria there dancing. Oh, can't wait.
Plus, if you're struggling to find your next binge, we got you covered with Watch Party Wednesday.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what he's got for us. And then get your taste buds ready. We are heading out to Electric Dough Pizza Co. today in First Coast Foodies. If you have not been there in San Marco, you gotta check it out. But first, David, what you got going on over there?
That's right, but first, the 2026 Jacksonville Tattoo Convention is just around the corner. Here to give us all the details is event organizer Bert Simmons. Bert, good to see you, brother.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you, dude. I'm getting a tattoo Friday.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I'm so excited.
You're gonna add to your collection.
Yeah, I'm gonna get an elephant from my mom.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so this is like the First Coast Living half sleeve now. We're just gonna put all of them right here.
Well, we got 4 more years after this. I
love it.
Signed up, so we'll
Yes, dude.
before you know it.
I love it. All right, cool. Okay, so tell us about the event.
All right, so our 22nd year.
Congratulations.
I know.
Dang.
I know. It's great. The people there at the hotel are wonderful. The convention center, so I feel like family when I go there. I love doing this.
It's very, very neat. Okay, so what can guests expect when they show up at the tattoo convention? Because there's some different this year, right? There's some
we've
extra
added
stuff.
some new, I won't say twists, but we've added some things that I think that are really going to be awesome. So we have over 300 artists. We have a couple from Milan, Italy coming in.
That's amazing.
These guys are amazing. All the artists are amazing, but it's really cool to have these guests come in there, and they're going to be tattooing. So we are going to add the Collector's Alley, which is a whole new ballroom, which will have sports cards, Pokemon, comic books, tournaments. We found out that people who collect tattoos also collect a lot of other things.
Right.
So it's a great addition. It's a huge, everybody has a big buzz about it, so we're excited about that.
That's super cool. I'm very excited about that. That's going to be really, really neat. I'm a bit of a comic nerd, so I'm really pretty stoked about that. All right, so can folks get tattoos at the convention, or do they need to have an appointment with the artist?
So we get asked this all the time. There's live tattooing, obviously, because that's why you're there.
Yeah.
We suggest if you want to make an appointment with a specific artist, go ahead and reach out to them. A lot of the artists, if they have free time, will tattoo you right there.
Gotcha.
They'll just have walk-ups. But, we always suggest if there's a certain artist, go ahead and just touch base with them.
Yeah, just to make sure that you can get in, right?
But there's, hundreds and hundreds of artists. So even if you can't get there, we have amazing artists that still do some work for you.
It is. It's really, really cool. Everybody's been fantastic. I'm telling you, they've all been great tattoos, and everybody's just been cool as 8 fans on high, man.
I know.
It's awesome. All right, so what kind of vendors and artisans will be there?
Okay, so the vendors, we have clothing, jewelry, local art. Like Brian Collins is a great friend of ours. He does amazing work. Food, there's gonna be some food vendors.
Nice.
There's so much.
Yeah, you've got
It's hard to just reel them out, but there's just a ton. It's all online if you want to go check.
Yeah, I mean, after 26 years, you kind of got this down pat, man.
Yeah.
You've got a bunch of stuff going on. All right, so is it family friendly?
It is family friendly, it's kind of parents' discretion, but the collector's room and all that stuff is in a separate ballroom. So if you don't, the tattooing world's not your thing, that's okay. We divide them up, and they're just one hallway away.
Gotcha.
But yeah, we love families. That's what we're all about.
One of the things that I thought was really cool is every year when we go, there's always some tattoo artists that are there with their family.
Yes.
Right? And there's these kids rolling around and they're having a great time, and it's super cool to see them in that environment. And plus they're they're kids of tattoo artists, so they're wicked cool kids.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also the hotel has a pool they allow people to use. You know, it's a great location. It's safe. The parking's free. I mean, it's very comfortable.
Okay, so give us the deets. So when and where?
Okay, August 21st to the 23rd, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Open the doors at 1 and it'll go to 11 on Friday, and then long days Saturday and Sunday as well at the Renaissance Resort at World Golf Village.
Right on.
And the website is setattoo.com.
Right on, Bert. Thank you so very much.
It's always great to see you.
It is always cool to hang out with you. I am so excited to get there on Friday. I love getting tattoos with you guys. It's going to be great. But for now, we're going to send it over to Jordan. What you got?
Well, it is now time for Living in the Kitchen, and I am here with Sarah, the Salt Lady of Somersaults. Say that 5 times fast. I love saying that, though. It's really fun. And today we're celebrating National Potato Day.
I know you love
I'm
a
excited.
day.
I love a theme. Yes, so welcome back. Good to see you.
Yeah.
So let's talk about seasoning potatoes. You've got lots of great salts for that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Potatoes and salt are like best friends.
Go hand in hand.
Yeah, you could pretty much use any flavor of summer salts on your potatoes. But you know, I love to bring you easy, simple recipes and hacks for families, especially it's back to school. So I thought I'd bring you some simple things to do with potatoes that are maybe unexpected, but you know, really quick and easy.
Okay.
So
what you got for us?
The first thing I used was our brunch salt. This one's thyme, chives, and fennel.
Ooh,
so
brunch.
sometimes some people are a little scared of this one because it has fennel in it, but I tell people be brave. It's salt and herbs. Try it on your potatoes.
Okay.
So what I did was I seasoned
Ooh,
these
smells good.
potatoes up with the salt and a little bit of oil this morning
Okay.
and roasted them up. And then once you have like a big container of potatoes like this, you could use it for all sorts of stuff. But I'm going to show you how to make some like crispy tacos really quick in a pan.
Whoa.
This is one of my favorite things to do. I've made this with eggs. You can use onions. You could even put avocado in here. All sorts of stuff with the potatoes if you want to like zhuzh it up. But the first thing you need is a little fat. You know I love to use backyard buffalo ghee.
Yes.
We always talk about how this is great in high heat. It doesn't burn and
nice.
it's local. So we're going to use a little bit of ghee. Once you get that in the pan, then we're going to use we're going to put the tortilla down so it can kind of start getting crispy in there.
And you got
so
the
I use some corn ones. Yeah, but you could do this with other stuff, but I really like the corn when I'm trying to get it crispy. It definitely crisps up. And then I like to put the cheese all around it. This is a little jalapeno Havarti.
I noticed, yeah, there was some like herbs in there.
It's
or something.
jalapeno, this one. I thought a little spicy with the potatoes would be great, but you could use cheddar or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I put the potatoes in, and you can see that the cheese is like starting to melt all around the tortilla, so it kind of gets everything going all really fast. So I'm gonna move this one over. And then after it comes out, I also love to put the salt on the outside of the tortilla. I feel like that's like a little restaurant hack. They always put so much salt on the outside too, and that's how your crispy tortillas always taste like so delicious. I also made a sauce here, a little cilantro chutney and mayo sauce. You guys know I bring backyard buffalo stuff all the time.
Yes.
So this is just a little bit of her cilantro chutney mixed with some mayonnaise. So that's all that's in here, and it makes like a delicious sauce. So a few ingredients, you could add, like I said, eggs or onions or something like that. You could do this with sweet potatoes. I love like mixing it up and using different potatoes. Some black beans would be great in here too. But some crispy tacos, perfect for weeknight, and you can use literally any summer salts you want.
Yeah, you just put whatever you want.
So I use the brunch like I said, but the vampire killer would be great on this. That's the garlic one. Yep. This is our best seller, garlic and garlic chives. You can't go wrong with that one. Yep. I also brought Italian and our ranch. Those are great like seasonal.
I use the ranch a lot.
Yeah, it's great for like potatoes, but salads and broccoli.
I do it in my eggs sometimes.
Eggs, yeah. I tell you, be brave. Like just try some different stuff. Try some different stuff. And simple ingredients too. You know, I always try to come with the most basic stuff, but you can always make this as fancy as you want it. Like some people use my salts and make 20 ingredient recipes, and some people make 3. So either way, my salts are good for it.
All right, and you do use local produce for your herbs and stuff like that.
Yep.
So, okay, we're going to have to toss it over to David in just a second.
I'm going to make you guys a plate.
Yeah, you're going to make some. I can't wait to try it. And then you're also going to do a sweet potato dish.
On the side, yep.
Okay, all right. We will be checking that out in just a second. But in the meantime, tossing over to you, David.
All right, guys, it's time for another Jax Jams. And today we have Zaza and Maria Ramos performing Janela. Take it away!
Eu te vi pela janela, par hasard, je passais par là. Eu te vi pela janela, dans le noir, je ne voulais que toi. My life you say is turning plain, all my stories are so vain, I keep trying to explain. You say, here you go again, flying to refrain, but you say, here I go again. I play the game though knowing then that I'll be standing in the rain. Guilt and shame, you say, here you go again. Am I so lame? And I say, here I go again. Et on te vit per la janela, par hasard, je ne te suivais pas. Et on te vit per la janela, dans le noir, je ne voulais que toi. My brain is aching with my pen, my body's aching all the same. Stuck in my head, you say, here you go again. Am I so lame? And I say, here I go again. Dare to dream my dreams come true. Trend myself not feeling blue, but knowing from the start it's not my part. Knowing at the end you say, here you go again. Hey, on te vit per la janela, par hasard, je ne te suivais pas. Hey, on te vit per la janela, dans le noir. Je ne voulais que toi. Vamos Maria. Da 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 da. Et on te vit per la janela, sans savoir, je ne voulais que toi. Et on te vit per la janela, dans le noir, va savoir pourquoi. Sans vouloir, je ne voulais que toi. Olé!
All right, that's amazing.
Thank
Zaza,
you.
you're amazing. That's
Thank you.
fantastic. Great job, Maria. That is so cool. Okay, so we just heard your original song, Janela, with Maria dancing, right? So tell us about the song and what we can expect from A Night in Andalusia.
So the song, I wrote it when I used to live in New York, and one of my best friends is from Brazil. The song is in Portuguese, French, and English. And
That's
he,
amazing.
New York actor, a bit crazy, gorgeous man, and he had a trampoline in his house. And I was living 2 blocks from him, and sometimes I was walking to my acting school, and I could see him jumping from the window. And janela in Portuguese means window, and I had the idea of writing the song. I saw you by the window, like jumping
That's
like
amazing.
this, up and down. And I made the song a bit rumba style, which is the style of the music we're going to do. A Night in Andalusia is the music of the Gypsy Kings, flamenco, rumba, Paco de Lucia. We have Gabriel Hermida coming from New York. He's an Argentinian guitar genius.
Yeah.
And Maria dancing for us. So it's a night full of fire and passion and flamenco.
I think it's amazing. That's going to be really cool. Okay, so storytelling is a big part of your performances. Why is that so important to you?
First of all, because it sets the context of the song, and most of the songs are going to be in Spanish. So, and people, not everybody speaks Spanish yet.
Yeah.
So, and I love to tell the story about the song and the context and the people that wrote the song. So when the people listen to the song, they know what I'm talking about. Because every song is like a short movie. You know, it has a beginning, a middle, and end. And the dancing and the guitar playing and the singing is showing the story of the song. So if you don't understand the language, I give a little briefing before, so everybody can follow. I did it for my Edith Piaf show, which was in French, and people said it really helped them.
So like
Feeling the
understand
emotion.
that's very cool. Okay, so real quick, give us the details and then where we can get tickets and such.
So the tickets you can find at ludus.com or zazaflamenca.com, which is my website. The show is on September 4th. We have 3 shows at 5, 7, and 9 p.m.
Wow.
Because the Piaf show was sold out, waiting list, so we decided to do 3 shows instead of 2.
I think it's beautiful.
And so it's going to be Casa Monica, the Velvet Room. I also would like to thank, I have a few sponsors that really made all this magical thing happening, and Snapline is the company design that did their flyer, and La Cucina upstairs in St. Augustine Bath and Candle Shop, and the Hilton, and Paola Sierron, which is a real estate. She's been following me forever and helping me, and I'm really grateful for these people to just give us the means to live from our dream.
I think it's amazing. Zaza, you are brilliant. Maria, that was fantastic and very beautiful. Guys, we're going to send it over to Jordan and find out what's coming up. We'll see you again later in the show.
Yes.
That was amazing. All right, well, coming up, let's try and find this adorable Tinkerbell a home. She is so sweet. You'll learn more about her coming up. Plus, comedian Leroy Aaron is back giving us the best insights on what to watch in today's Watch Party Wednesday. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. It's time for Homes for Paws of the Jacksonville Humane Society. And today, Brianna brought Tinkerbell. Hello. Tinkerbell is a little shy, right? She's warmed up to me pretty well, though. She's so good and so sweet. Good job. I love her ears, too. So tell me about Tinkerbell.
Yeah, so she is estimated to be about 5 years old. She is very, very sweet, and she loves loving people so much. Yeah, she does. She is one of our dog day out dogs.
Cool.
So she goes out. She actually went out with a member of our staff yesterday, and she did phenomenal. Nothing but good things
job.
about her. You know, she's a couch potato. She wants to lay on the bed next to you. So very like wants to be with her person.
Oh, I bet. I bet you're a Velcro dog once you get a, once you actually have like your human. Okay, so tell us about actually the Jacksonville's Cutest Pet Contest. This sounds very great.
Yeah, so it happens every year, and we're always excited because we get so many adorable entries, dogs or cats, and we get to see all their fabulous stories. A lot of them say, you know, I got my cat or dog as a rescue and this, and it's just so beautiful to see people come together. And it is a big fundraiser, so basically what they do is donate a $10 minimum to enter.
Okay.
They submit one photo of their pet, and then they can share it with their friends and families to vote and see who is the cutest pet in Jacksonville.
That's amazing.
And the winner gets so many cool prizes, but the biggest prize for the grand prize is to get their pet featured on a billboard right here in Jacksonville as well.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so how do folks enter that, and then where do we go to, if we want to adopt Tinkerbell here? You are so sweet.
She is. So people can enter by August 27th at jaxhumane.org/photo. If you want to come adopt Tinkerbell and enter her, now's the perfect time to do it. So they can visit us at 8464 Beach Boulevard to come meet Tinkerbell.
Well, thank you, Brianna. I really appreciate Tinkerbell. You are the sweetest sweet pea, and you're the best, and everybody knows it. All right. I got to go take a walk. Let's go hang out for Watch Party Wednesday. Oh, it's okay. I'm not gonna. You can hang out for just a little bit. All right. Let's make sure we get Tinkerbell a home. You're so good. All right, Jordan.
Well, it is now time for Watch Party Wednesday. Hey, we can use a couch potato over here on National Potato Day
Right,
while we're
seriously.
watching some stuff with comedian Leroy Aaron. What's up?
How y'all doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. Tinkerbell looks very cool.
Tinkerbell's
So
awesome.
sweet.
His ears, man.
I know, man.
love
I gotta get a dog, man. I think I have somebody watch these shows with, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
there you go.
I know, right? Y'all ready?
Let's do it. What
Cool,
you got
all
for
right.
us?
Let's start off in Netflix with the medical comedy drama, Best Medicine. That's starring Josh Charles and Abigail Spencer. Best Medicine follows Dr. Martin Best, a brilliant but curt Boston surgeon who relocates to the small fishing village of Port Wayne, Maine, where his childhood summers were spent. There he contends with quirky locals, unusual medical cases, and his own crippling blood phobia.
You're telling me he faints when he.
Right. I've watched a lot of medical dramas, a lot of medical comedies, you know what I mean? Even some medical reality shows, but
Yeah.
this sitcom is different. Okay, now he comes into a small town, like I explained, and he starts meeting all the locals. Now I was there, I was with it, and I was watching, I was like, okay, let's see what's going on. And then somebody cut their finger, and he saw blood, and he fainted. So I've never seen that before in any of the medical shows.
That's
So when I
interesting.
saw that, I was like, oh yeah, I'm locked in. I am absolutely locked in.
How's he gonna get through it, right?
Yeah, right.
awesome.
So I watched the first 3 episodes, and it's pretty funny.
Okay.
It's pretty funny. So again, it's called Best Medicine, and it's on Netflix. It's got a lot of dry humor, but it's 30 minutes episodes,
Okay, so
real
quick.
easy to watch, very funny.
Cool.
And shout out to my friend Antoinette. She put me onto it.
Okay, very good.
All right, cool. So next we head over the stars with the boxing crime drama Fightland, starring Howard Charles and Nicholas Pinnock. The series follows Duke Kilroy, a disgraced, formerly incarcerated boxing champ who returns to London to seek vengeance against the crime family he thinks betrayed him. This is a series that is executive produced by a rapper, business mogul, businessman, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson.
Oh, cool.
And so I've only seen 2 episodes. It's pretty good. Again, it focuses on the world of boxing. It also focuses on the dark side of boxing, the crime aspect, the drugs, the guns, that sort of thing. So I don't know if
That sounds cool.
if you've been in 50 Cent's world, but he executive produced the show Power.
Okay.
And so it kind of runs along the same types of themes as Power.
Gotcha.
And Power had 4 or 5 spin-offs and it lasted. So Fightland is pretty good. I've seen it.
He's a good producer?
He is a great producer. He has a
Good.
great 50 Cent has a great eye for
I love his
television.
music.
I haven't watched anything that he's produced that I've been disappointed with. Like I've always been captivated.
Nice.
So I think he's got a great eye for television, a great eye for actors, scripts, and that sort of thing. And Fightland is no different. If you're into MMA or boxing, you'll love the fighting aspect of it, and also if you love gangster life, you'll love the gangster aspect
Okay,
of
a little
it.
bit of everything there.
Right, so Fightland is on Stars, and I think you all will really love it.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
All right, y'all, and finally we head over to HBO Max with the show that I've been looking forward to for almost 3 months. It is the superhero action drama Lanterns, starring Kyle Chandler from Friday Night Lights and Wolf of Wall Street, and Aaron Pierre from the movie Rebel Ridge. Lanterns follows seasoned Green Lantern Hal Jordan and rookie Jon Stewart. Two intergalactic cops investigating a murder in the American heartland that unravels a larger, possibly cosmic mystery. I am a huge comic book nerd. Yeah, so this is, if you don't know, this is basically the story of the Green Lanterns. The Green Lantern, in the bigger picture, is a part of the Justice League. The Justice League includes Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Martian Manhunter, and the Green Lantern. And the Green Lantern basically just goes into his background of how he became the man. DC's really killing it when it comes to TV.
Yeah,
they did Peacemaker with John Cena. They did The Penguin, which is awesome. And so we got Lanterns coming up next, and you will not be disappointed. I promise you, it is a great show, and I'm very, very excited for it.
Thank you so much for that, Leroy.
All good suggestions.
Thank you.
Now go hang out with Tinkerbell.
Oh, Tinkerbell, I'm coming, baby.
We'll be right back.
Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson and David Benfield. This is First Coast Living.
Welcome back, everybody. It's time for Rain or Shine with meteorologist Mike Prangley, and you have a birthday to talk about.
Well, my oldest daughter, Megan, she was just a baby, you know, like David shows his little baby pictures. Now look what happens, Dave. We've got, she's on the far left, there's Megan, little baby Abby, and then there we are watching some baseball together. But 29 years, how does that happen?
Happy birthday, Megan. My mom turned 60 today.
Yes, happy
Isn't
birthday
that crazy?
to your mom.
She lives in San Antonio, though.
It's a big day for birthdays.
But yeah, and then she's in London, right?
She is, and we get coffee together a lot. It's one of our favorite father-daughter things. And today, you know, pumpkin spice has made a comeback at Dunkin'. Did you hear
Already?
that? Yeah.
It's so hot outside.
It is.
So
but
weird.
if you get an iced my question
Beautiful
is, would
day,
you get
though.
an iced coffee and iced
I could do
pumpkin
that.
spice?
Yeah, I could do that.
You'll need it. 108 is how it feels. 108. I'm sorry to show that.
Yeah.
But take a look at what this means. This is all you need to know. Instead of 6 bottles of water, just add 3. All right?
Okay.
We're going to do about 9, and what I do is I add electrolytes. Good news is we're going to get better from here. So after a very hot day, watch it for late day storms, okay? Just like yesterday, and then here it is. Big 10-day forecast shows temperatures near normal, back to near 90 this weekend. And we're going to be able to get relief and keep our plans.
Okay, like that.
Okay.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Now we take you to Electric Dough Pizza Company.
What's up, foodies? I am so excited to bring you this little episode here. I have super duper chef and super duper friend of the show, Tom Gray here. We are at Electric Dough Pizza Company. You've seen it on the show probably before. Now we're here to try it out ourselves. Tom, thank you so much for having me here. This is amazing.
Thank you for coming to my home. I always go to your studio.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're here at your place. Look, man, you're my favorite chef in town. We've been to the other restaurants. We've been dying to get here. So before we get into this amazing food, tell us a little bit about Electric Dough.
So Electric Dough is right in San Marco. It is a pizza, salad, gelato, full bar cocktail concept restaurant that was developed really around this crust. The crust is a Roman-style dough, really light and airy, but the edge has this caramelized cheese like a Detroit-style pizza.
Right. Like we talked about Old World meets New World.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Old World meets New World. And all the ingredients are focused on better for you also. So lots of local mushrooms, local tomatoes, lots of fresh herbs. We look for as many clean ingredients as possible. We use an all-organic drink program, including organic sodas, juices. It's all organic. You can feel good about what you're eating. You feel good. The pizza's not heavy.
Right.
It's a 30-hour fermentation.
That's crazy.
And that cold fermentation lets the dough, the proteins of the gluten fully form. So then your body digests it better and you feel better when you eat it.
So we're slapping science on it too.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Let's jump into pizza. Let's have some food because I'm telling you, I cannot sit here and look at this anymore.
Okay, dive in.
What should I start out with?
The Duval, that's
All right,
pimento
let's do it.
cheese, barbecue chicken,
What?
pickled jalapenos, pickled onions, dab of pepper sauce.
Yes,
So,
sir.
Yeah. And you can see those bubbles in the crust. Like that is from that long fermentation. We get a nice light, airy crust, crispy edges.
You know, so my wife Lena and I were here a couple of weeks ago, and she said it. She was like, "It's what pan pizza wants to be."
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Like truly, and it is so good. I'm telling you, and you know it's good because I'm hitting it twice before we move on.
The edges, people fight over the corners because you get the two edges of the crispy caramelized cheese.
All right, listen, I don't blame them. All right, what's next?
Next, you can go into the Mighty Quinn. So that's a medium-sized pizza. This is a large-sized pizza. So this is the Mighty Quinn. That's the cacio e pepe base. So that's a tomato base. Local mushrooms have been roasted. Oh, yeah, look at that size. That's a beautiful view. You get local mushrooms. We make a puree. We put that down on the sauce, and we roast those mushrooms. We put those on top of that. Then we add a little bit of fontina cheese. We top that with some arugula. Mist it lightly with lemon juice to brighten it up. And then on top, we have a porcini truffle aioli.
You've taken me out of my comfort zone and put me right into a new one because I'm going to tell you, I'm a purist, man. Like, I typically like the red sauce on pizzas, right? Good Lord, that's good.
Thank you.
Man, that's delicious. Okay, so let's keep going.
Okay, so then we also have a gluten-free. So, when we set out to do this concept, I knew we needed a gluten-free answer. So
Absolutely.
a lot of effort went into finding that answer. This is a small family out of Orlando that makes these crusts. They're called Elaine's Creations.
Okay.
It is actually a Brazilian cheese bread. So it's very flavorful. It's gluten-free, but it's not dairy-free. Okay. So, but everything else is.
So we're gluten but not vegan.
Correct. And then this pizza specifically, another thing that we focused on was making sure that crust could not fit in any of the same pans that these pizzas cook in, so you can't cross-contaminate. Okay, salads. We have four salads.
Let's get healthy.
So we have our Caesar salad. We have our Cobb salad. Cobb salads with ranch, smoked blue cheese, ham, egg, cheddar, some fresh herbs. We have our Mediterranean salad.
Ooh, that's a beautiful salad. Look, everything that you do, chef, has a purpose, right?
Yes.
Like it's so intentional. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna eat a lot of these, and we're gonna take these back. So don't worry, none of this will go to waste. But before I let you go, tell us about things like happy hour, like the hours up. And one thing I really do want to press on is lunch. Lunch here is next level.
Yeah. So we have a great lunch special. So it's a slice with Caesar salad and an organic drink for $12.50.
Continue on.
Okay, so let's see. So happiest, we call it the happiest hours.
It is.
They start at 3:14 and run until 6, and it includes gelato, cocktails, organic beverages, organic slushies. So basically we're trying to make it the happiest hour so we take care of the kids and the parents. You can all come together and have a good time. And then Friday and Saturday night, we do another happy hour from 10 p.m. till midnight. The happiest hours are every day, 3:14 to 6 p.m.
Why 3:14?
Pie. We have a gelato case, so gelato is so fun. I mean, I was saying like that's why we make this pizza so light and airy. It's had all those bubbles. It leaves room to have gelato.
Yeah.
It fills in all the cracks.
There's always room for gelato.
There's always room for gelato. We have amazing coffee drinks with Italian Lavazza coffee. We have nitro cold brew espressos, cappuccino. You can get an affogato. You can get the gelato and a shot of espresso on top for an affogato. We have a small retail case with some of our homemade pastas and sauces. It's very dynamic, and a full bar. We have specials on Monday. That's family day, so Monday you bring the kids in, they eat for free with an adult. Tuesday is pizza and a pour, so you order a pizza and you get a complimentary beer or glass of wine.
Dude,
yeah,
it's like my man was like, hey, what's David's favorite pizza place gonna look like? And here it is. Chef Tom, thank you so very much.
Thank you for coming out and seeing me.
You're my favorite chef in town.
Thank you.
You've become a very good friend of mine. I can't thank you enough.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Make sure that you get out here. Make sure that you enjoy that lunch special. It's $12.99. $12.50. My bad. I'm sorry. Oh, see, that's even better. It's all right. So thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you come out to Electric Dough Pizza Company. If you want to see the segment again or others like it, just head over to First Coast News Plus.
All right, once again, Zaza Flamenca and Mariana Ramos. was amazing. I love y'all's sound. I have chills all over. I can show you right now. So Zaza Flamenca, Mariana Ramos, thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll be right back. Ooh, okay, I can't wait. Welcome back. We are back living in the kitchen with Sarah, the Salt Lady of Somersaults, and we're celebrating National Potato Day. So we finished off, or you finished off these tacos.
Yeah, potato tacos.
And you're gonna make a side
potato. Yeah, I like to mix up my potato salad with sweet potatoes. It adds that sweetness without any honey or like sugar or anything.
Interesting, okay.
It's really yummy. And I used to make this recipe all the time. I was telling you off camera when I worked at a meal prep company. So it's just bacon, and I'm gonna like load it up with the bacon.
Yes, I love bacon.
And then some chives or green onion. I use the garlic chives that we have in our garden.
Oh,
so
awesome.
That's what these ones are. They're little flat, unique chives.
Okay.
A little Dijon mustard, but use whatever mustard you want. And then some mayonnaise, and that's literally it besides the salt. So for this one, I chose the Vampire Killer, which is our garlic salt, because I didn't put any garlic in those things. So I add a little bit of garlic just to the top. I also salted the sweet potatoes, and I also cooked the sweet potato in the bacon fat, just like I'm giving you a little like forewording.
Speaking my language.
That. Yep. So then you could just like mix all this up and you could keep it in the fridge. And then you can put this as a side, you can have it for dinner or whatever. But again, I'm coming to you with some simple meal prep stuff. And a little different.
Okay, I do want to try this though.
Yes, try the tacos. Right, so the topping on there is just mayonnaise with the cilantro chutney. We put the brunch salt on the potatoes and on the top there. It's just, and it's so easy. And you can put eggs in there
That's
if you need
amazing.
a protein. Obviously, chorizo would be great in that
This
one
is
too.
outstanding.
Yeah, whatever kind of meat you got around.
Oh my God.
All right, let me get you a little bowl of our sweet potato salad here, so you can try that one out.
That sauce is so good to put on here too.
So there's also something else new in my world.
Yeah, tell us.
So I've been on TikTok lately. About 4 months ago, I started going live on TikTok, and it's been a completely game changer for our business and what I've been doing. And so I've been live on TikTok a lot, which is really similar to what, right?
Yeah, love
Bacon
that.
for the salty, sweet.
Oh.
But it's kind of similar to like being here at the news. Like I'm just chatting with everybody. So if you want to come and ask me questions, if you want to talk about the salts, if you need like recipe ideas, come to my TikTok, come into my lives. I'm live usually all weekend long. I'm also usually live throughout the week. I'll be live this afternoon. So go to TikTok and come into my lives if you have questions. So it's so tough here. I'm just talking to you guys, but I don't ever get to talk to the actual people who are watching. I only get to talk to Jordan. So if you guys have questions, if you want to know stuff, come to my TikTok live. We also do giveaways and stuff like that.
That's amazing. Now, if folks also want to find your products like outside of that website, or where can they find you?
You know, Riverside Arts Market is a great place. I want you to come and support all the local people that are there as well. You can also find me in stores like Native Son, Grassroots. I'm around town as well. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on all your success.
Thank you.
These
She's
are.
busy eating. She's eating
I know.
more.
I definitely benefit from her being here. So thank you so much for that, and good luck with everything.
Yeah,
we'll see you next
soon.
month.
Absolutely.
And we'll be right back. Back to school season means busy mornings, packed schedules, sports practices, and families looking for simple ways to make sure everyone is getting the nutrition they need. Joining us now is registered dietitian and mom Krista Galloway to share tips and family-friendly meal ideas. And protein is always a big topic when we're talking about kids. So what role does beef play in a balanced back to school meal?
Hi there. You know, when I think about busy kids and teen athletes especially, the nutrients in protein matter because their bodies are constantly growing, learning, and moving. And protein helps support muscles, while nutrients like iron and vitamin B12 play important roles in helping transport oxygen and support energy metabolism. Now, beef can be a great option because it's nutrient dense. It's a great protein source that provides important nutrients like we talked about. So the protein, the iron, zinc, and the B vitamins that we all need. So you're going to want to put this one on rotation. A great weeknight meal is a classic beef sloppy joe. And I got this recipe from floridabeef.org. It's a family favorite because you can prepare the beef mixture ahead of time and then add in vegetables. So maybe onions, peppers, or carrots. Pair it with a side or a fruit or a vegetable, and you've got a balanced meal. The Florida Beef Council is a great resource for families looking for recipe inspiration and ways to incorporate beef into balanced, quick, and budget-friendly meals.
Many parents are trying to make choices that feel good for their families, but they also need foods that are more convenient and realistic. So what should families know when choosing everyday staples like bread?
Well, it's not about perfection. Look for the simple wins that make feeding our families easier. And for us, Nature's Own is a family favorite we lean on for meals from AM to PM. So not only is Nature's Own the nation's #1 selling loaf bread brand, but they've introduced a new, simpler recipe for their real soft bread. The updated recipe is non-GMO project verified and includes 38% fewer ingredients than before with the same great taste. And this matters because nearly 9 in 10 parents agree that feeding their kids bread made with simple ingredients and no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives feels like an easy win. I agree too, and so does actor and retired professional wrestler John Cena. He's such a Nature's Own fan that he's now their official breaducator.
And we know kids can be quite opinionated about what they eat, and how can parents make simple foods like sandwiches more exciting for them then?
Well, I think we need to get the kids involved, and then they're going to take ownership of their meal. A sandwich is great because it's familiar, customizable, and can be a balanced meal. So have your young chefs start simple with a peanut butter and banana sandwich, a roast beef and veggie sandwich. Just get them in the kitchen and they'll get cooking and get those delicious meals. And finally, with all this talk about kids, I must share Nature's Own new Sand-Wishes campaign through their Slice of Hope partnership with Make-A-Wish. They're helping turn wishes into recipes to support children with critical illnesses. You'll find a digital cookbook filled with Wish Kids' favorite sandwiches. This is Lila's Green Garden Glow Up. So delicious, and they're wonderful recipes that make your heart smile too.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. You always have great tips, and everyone at home, if you would like to see this interview again, just head to First Coast News Plus.
Wow,
it's like a beautiful day out there, just hot, right?
Just steaming hot. So yeah, make sure you get in the water when you go to the beach today.
Right, and lather up with the sunblock, of course.
Yeah, because it's like 1,000,000 degrees outside.
That taco was good. That was so interesting too. The sweet potato. Potato salad, but it was so good, and it had like the bacon in there.
Nice,
yeah,
very cool.
I feel good now. A lot better.
Carbon up.
Yep.